Can I see?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So glam.
It's really pretty. Like,
it
looks super glam. Hi everyone, my name is Myiesha and I'm here with Joyce, and today we're going to do a really fun day to night look. We're going to take a daytime sort of like office look and transition it to a really fun glam holiday look, so stay tuned. So the first thing we're going to do is rehydrate the eye area and get it ready for more makeup. Throughout the day it can dry out a little bit, so definitely have a primer or concealer or something in your bag to be able to do that. I'll be using the Urban Decay Classic Primer Potion. And then we're gonna apply it to the eye. And I'll be using the Sephora Collection makeup match brushes, and this is a concealer brush, or you can apply it with your fingers, whatever works.
Is it gonna move all the product underneath?
Sometimes you kind of want that, like if you have a little, like you have a tiny bit of like bronzer in the crease, and I can move it around without it being too much of an issue, but if you did have a good amount of eyeshadow, you can tap like that and it won't move it. It'll just kind of rehydrate it. Okay, so we're ready to go there. Actually, I want to put a little on the bottom too, but don't look up. It's a holiday party, so who knows? I might do a little smoky on the bottom. Okay, so Joyce has a little bit of brown liner. She just has naturally really dark and thick lashes, so no mascara on actually. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take that same brown liner, and we use the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Dimensional Dark Brown. And we're just gonna create more of a sort of like winged shape so we can lay the eyeshadow on top of that. So Joyce has a bit of a tight line on now. Because it is a holiday party, we're gonna go a little bit bigger, a little bit bolder. So I like using the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencils on hooded lids when I'm sort of mapping out the shape because they're not waterproof. So I can map it out and I have time to blend. But once you put eyeshadow over them, they're gonna set and they're not gonna move. So I'm just doing a bit of a thick liner. Go ahead and open. So when you're working on hooded lids, you wanna kind of work on the eye when it's open or keep checking in with the eye. And we can see it's kind of winging out here. Go ahead and look straight ahead for me. And I'm just gonna pull it out here. I'm kind of liking that. If I was trying to do a nice wing, it wouldn't work out, but that was magic. But you want it to look good when the eye is open. So go ahead and close. Now I'm just gonna softly smudge that, and that is going to be the basis for my eyeshadow. And it's gonna have that nice dark outer corner without trying too hard. It's also going to help it be more smudge proof because with hooded eye or a modeled eye, it's skin on skin. So sometimes the eyeshadow can wear down. And what I can do too, because these blend so well, is sort of bring it up into that crease area. Open. And as you can see, I don't want to create shape that's not there because I really like the natural shape of her eyes, but it's just going to create a little bit of shaping around the actual sort of like eye structure. So I'll be using the NATASHA DENONA My Dream palette. She named it this because it's her dream palette. It's my dream palette too. It's beautiful. It has all these like pretty like bronzes and burgundies and purples, and it has a really pretty like duochrome in there. We'll see if we get there. So we laid down that sort of sculpting eyeliner. So I think what I want to do is go into these neutrals down here. So I'm using two different crease brushes. The tighter of the two is going to be really good for really precise blending, and this is going to be more for fluffier kind of contour blending. So I'm taking the tighter one, and with the eyes open, just look straight ahead. I'm sort of softly going over that little line I made with that sort of whisper of eyeliner. And NATASHA DENONA eyeshadows are always pigmented, but having that eyeliner underneath is going to help it so it just locks down. And it's a holiday party, so you're going to take pictures. So having that sort of eyeliner underneath is going to make sure your eyeshadow doesn't disappear. Okay, so I'm going to take this softer color right here, Nurture, or you can use a bronzer if you feel like you need a transition shade that's a little closer to your skin. And I'm just very softly blending over this back and forth and into that sort of eye socket area to create this super soft kind of transition. So I'm just gonna do a little blending upward while her eyes are open so I can see what's going on. And that little bit of the eyeliner sort of fading away is totally fine. This is just to kind of have a base underneath. We'll touch it up when we're done. we are going to go back into that little brush that we applied the eyeliner with, that precision concealer brush that I use for everything, including eyeliner. And I think I'll go into this really dark brown here, Aspiration, with a tad of black, just a tad. And I'm basically going to set this eyeliner. So the pencil that I use, the Makeup Forever one, is sort of all over. It's really great as a lip liner, this particular shade for deeper skin. So if you want it to be waterproof and not as creamy, just put a little bit of shadow over it. So I'm just kind of stamping and wiggling because I don't want to blend too much because this is quite dark. So I want it to kind of stay put, rein it in. I'm just kind of navigating the palette and sculpting with the neutrals that we have here. And then we're going to add some shenanigans at the end, no problem. But I'm going to go into this sort of peachy color because that looks pretty nice. I think I look like this, like a nice sculpted eye with some neutrals. This palette in particular would kind of work anywhere, no matter where you guys are going. So I like a little bit of shimmer for holiday parties, like whatever shenanigans you get into, whether you're going to like a club, an office party, whatever. Usually there's some sort of like night lighting. So I think reflective colors work really well. I think I'm gonna go with this Thrill color because it has a little bit of pink in it. I think it'll look really nice with this red top. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a flat brush. It's just a small eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to press this on the roundest part of the lid. And it's going to create this really nice roundness. Go ahead and open. So we haven't blended yet, but it's still creating this really beautiful shape for Joyce's eye. And you can kind of see if you want more of a rounded lid, putting the shimmer in the middle is going to give you more of a rounded lid versus kind of like going with the natural eye shape. So whatever you want to do.
And this photographs well too.
Yeah, for sure. The little shimmer on the eyelids always looks so pretty in photos. Even if you're just slightly looking down, it looks really beautiful. And I'm tapping on the shimmer and then I'm taking the brush and kind of sweeping over it. Shimmery pigments like this are almost like polishing metal. The more you sort of like slightly rub it or apply it with your fingers, it'll get shinier. Taking a little extra and putting it in that tear duct area. Open, really pretty. So I'm gonna do the bottom, but I wanna do mascara first. I always feel like looks come together when you put mascara on and then you can kind of see where you need to add or take away or anything. So I'm gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes Mascara. I do feel like it works really well for thicker lashes. You have pretty thick lashes, like they kind of look like falsies already. So this is gonna help to sort of push up the lashes. We did curl Joyce's lashes already. Go ahead and close. So this has a nice silicone brush on it. You can kind of wiggle back and forth. And then when you've loaded up the lashes with mascara, you can use it to push the lashes upward. So we've done mascara. Now I want to add a little bit of something on the bottom. I could use the exact same color I used on the top, which is dimensional dark brown. But in order to have the top be a little bit heavier than the bottom, not drag the eye down, I'm going to use a lighter taupey color. And this is in the shade Endless Cacao. This is also one of my favorite lip liners. You've never tried a taupe underneath your eye. It's really great to give definition, but not way down the eye. So I've laid down that little shadow under the eye, but these are not waterproof until you set them. So I'm taking a little bit of these two neutral colors right in here and just ever so slightly, go ahead and look up, setting it just like I would set a foundation. So this last step is optional, but I really like to do it. This is the Rare Beauty Liquid Liner. It's almost like doing a tight line, but instead of using pencil or like a cream gel liner, you use a little bit of liquid. So go ahead and close. I am just going to go right on the roots of the lashes. I'm not doing a wing, even though this is great for a wing. I have it on right now. I'm just sort of going into the base of the lashes and doing like the tiniest little liner. And since it's super, super black, and very, very long lasting, it just kind of tightens the look up. Okay, so the eye is all done. So I'll have you take a look, a little sneak peek before we finish. Yes, go ahead.
I love it. I love how it's smoky and it lengthens my eye too.
Like it's quite dramatic, but it still has like a very soft quality to it, which I really, really like. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. We are gonna go ahead and put a little concealer, you know, to finishing touches and a lip on, kind of neutral, and we'll be right back. So we added a bit of a nude lip, which I think is really chic, kind of sets the look off, makes it very glam. We touched up the under eye concealer, which I think is crucial for going from day to night, because like whose under eyes look like fresh after a long day, and it just definitely made her skin look gorgeous. If you would like to recreate this look at home, go ahead and shop the shelf below, and happy holidays. Thank you so much. Bye.